Wait, don't I have an Anki that can do this for me? Or a bear? Doesn't a bear get berries? Am I being dumb? Yep. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay.
Calm down, it's just a game.
Have you ever been arced? I got arced. I got arced real hard. If you're unfamiliar with the term, you're probably new to Ark, but after 2 versions of this game, countless dev work and a lot of money later, we are still sitting with the same, if not more, problems than ever before. You see, I couldn't get a Giga to spawn no matter what I did. So I went to Ark's Discord. Turns out there's a legitimate issue they just can't seem to solve. There's a big issue with Gacha and Giga spawns. It transfers over from servers to single player as well, it would seem. So I did countless dino wipes. I installed Dino Finder, did everything I could, and finally a Giga spawned. A 145, might I add. And got real excited, jumped into action. This is a lot of the resourcing work that I'm doing off camera. Managed to tame it and logged out. But when I logged back in again, it was kind of glitched. It was twisted weird and in the floor. And when I tried to get it, well, it died. I died. I restarted, came back in, and my stuff was gone too. So not only did I lose my high level Giga, but I lost all of the cool things that I had acquired over the time. Now, I ain't playing that game. So I've gone and I've spawned myself in a 145 Giga with pretty similar stats, as close as I could get. And that's where we are. I'm not playing this game with the devs, and I'm going to be positive and move forward. So we have 1 Giga, we need another one. Now, got myself some fancy clothes. It's just cosmetics. To cheer myself up. And this lovely little otter over here, which is very, very cool. And the reason that I started in the battle rig is I want to test out my vehicle today. I have not done that yet. You'll see a couple items on my hotbar, the Ascendant pick as well as the long neck. I got that from the Gacha drops, which have been pretty successful actually. I quite like that mechanic. And I'm ready to test out my vehicle now. So, I don't know how good it's going to be. They're normally quite gimmicky and... Huh? Where is... What? No. Oh, you are kidding me. That's in the mesh too? Okay, forget it. We're moving on. Jesus, these guys. Hey, wildcard, get it together. We're paying here. Multiple times, huh? Figure it out. Anyway. Okay, we're going to move on. Today's plan of action is going to be trying to overcome another Ark issue, which is I can't get cave drops to spawn. I saw one, and I've done multiple runs in the desert. Multiple runs in the desert. I can't get them to spawn. I'm going to assume this is another mechanics issue, and what are we going to do? We're going to figure it out. Now, I'm keeping Dino Finder on in the hope that a Karchar or a Giga spawns that I can, well, tame the Giga or kill the Karchar to get more Gigas to spawn, because you can't really progress on this map in terms of bosses and titans without them. At least not in a way that's fun. So, we're going to do the Ice Cave today. I have not stepped foot in this yet. I'm very, very excited. I did manage to do a couple element veins that were kind of fun. That's how I leveled my Giga up. I also killed some Tech Rex babies that I've got mating over there. And I'm excited about this. Now, please don't tell me, good God, that I've forgotten my Giga, because that would be humiliating. No, we have it. Like I said, leveled it up a whole bunch. Spawned in a 145, like I said, with similar stats. This one, I think, had... I'll tell you now, actually, because I can remember... And I've named it. I've named it according to its stats. So you can see its original stats were health 45, melee 40. The other melee that I got on the original was better, as was the stamina. But I wasn't going to give myself an unfair advantage here. So I've killed a bunch of things, done a bunch of element drops and whatever to make sure that I at least level it up to a point that's usable. Let's keep you on us. And I'm going to use this to go through the ice cave because of the Perlovia. I do not want that trouble in my life. And it's probably going to be quite difficult. So let's do it, shall we? The bite force on this is insane. I've been leveling up, as you can see. Melee doesn't come with a whole lot of extra stats, but I've leveled up the melee insanely. It wasn't a great... For the points that it wasn't a great tame or spawn. I legitimately thought it would be better. Come on. How many health points do you have? 10,000! God. I did think that maybe because it was a spawn and it wasn't a tame that it didn't get the extra levels and things that I needed it to have. I don't know. But either way, we'll find a female, we'll get breeding, and we'll be good. Oh. What have I got? I've got my otter, by the way, as you can see. Can you see? Yeah. I got my otter. It was one of the ones that I saw like a bunch of episodes back, and I realized that if I'm going into this cave, I'm going to need more protection than what I have. I did make myself some desert gear, which is what I've put the cosmetics on, so it's probably not good for snow, but it doesn't matter. I've got the otter. We're good. This is a cool looking cave though, I gotta be honest. Like, I know it's kind of part and parcel to shit on Wildcard for their lack of planning, lack of ability to get things right, but I understand there's complexities to the game. It's not easy to build a game to start with, and there's probably a lot of variables we're unaware of. However, it isn't the consumer's problem, so I like to give them props, like the way the map looks. Some of the building functionality is really good. Outside of that, they got to figure it out. And of course, we're going to grab the artifact while we're here. So let's take it slow. I'm going to try and not edit anything out here unless it's a real drag, but should be okay. I don't know how you would do this without a Giga. It just seems like impossible. Let's go this way. The Perlovias are the nightmare here. Also, I'd be using my mana, but I don't want to... I don't want to die and lose all my stuff and not be able to get back here, or have to spend like another half an hour getting another mana ready and, you know, sorted, only to possibly lose that anyway. So trying to be smart with this, get levels, get resources, get an artifact, and hopefully some good cave drops. Now, I was very, very lucky. I found after maybe 30 odd gacha drops, which I found apparently if you build resources like metal walls and you feed that to them, that's better for them. I researched that. And then I got an Ascendant pick, and I got a whatever the yellow, let's have a look, yellow long neck, so Mastercraft, that's it. Haven't really used it yet, but excited. So you don't want to jump on me? Okay, no problem, please don't. Okay, where are we? Where are we? I'm unfamiliar with this cave, as I am most of the caves. I think the desert one's the one I know the best. The forest one, I do not know it. I don't even know where it is. So, if you have coordinates or anything, let me know. Teamwork, you know, let's work together here. This is tough. This thing is so slow, and the stamina... Look at the stamina drop. Horrid. But he's not there to run a marathon. He's there to bite things, so we're good. Man, I don't know where to go. I'm assuming this is right. Because what would be down here? Is this one of those? Yes, okay. So I know there's a couple ways you can go in this cave. I just am going to peek over to make sure I don't... Well, every cave has got a couple ways to go. Just trying to see if I can spot any drops that are obvious. None yet. Wasn't there a glitch at one point where you could tame polar bears? Wasn't on this map. I think it was on the center. Or no, the Yetis. I think it was the Yetis. Something like that. I can't remember. But you could tame one of them and breed them, at least before they patched it. So it'd be funny if that was the case, yeah. Although it does say not tameable. And I think that's what it said when the glitch was happening as well. So I wouldn't trust that. If you have the courage to attempt to knock one out and see, go for it. I will not be doing that. Not right now. Too much else to do. Okay, this wants me to go down. I could fall off the cliff maybe, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go the way it wants me to go, just for the sake of covering more land, having more opportunity to see a drop. Okay. I'm starting to see... Oh, this looks great. This looks awesome. I'm starting to see more metal, which is always a good sign that you're possibly coming up close on a artifact. Dude. 9,000 health is wild. Uh-huh. Oh wait, is that the artifact? Nice. Okay, right there. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let me jump off and grab a quick thumbnail. And please don't come near me. And I'll catch up with you in a second as soon as I've done that, so that we can decide which way we're going to go to get out of here. Hopefully a different route. And see if we get a drop. Okay, let's get it. Damn, okay, I was hoping it would do like a respawn so I could put one in my otter, but that's okay. Okay, we came that way. Can we leave this way? I think we can. Well, we're about to find out. It is beautiful. It really is pretty. It's very... Once you get a Giga, these caves are the easiest thing in the game. Which is a bit... It's a bit difficult. I know there's only certain things you can do to make it difficult. You can make it like a jump cave. You can make it real small so that there's areas where the Giga can't get through. But outside of that, it's kind of simple. Plain, rinse, repeat, which I'm not going to complain about. So up there's going to be a terminal where you can summon in the boss. That looks pretty obvious from here. I'm going to jump off of the cliff to see if anything renders in down here. Got to be careful though. There we go. Don't want him taking any fall damage. My render is not set too far, but it's also not too close. I would definitely expect to have seen a drop over there. I'll walk a little bit and see, but... yeah, that ain't happening. Pity. Looks like the perfect place for a drop to spawn. Now, it's possible that a number of you are just shouting at your screen going, dude, there's an issue. They're not going to spawn. Don't even bother. But I like to check for myself, make sure that I'm giving it a fair chance. I've done, I think, upwards of maybe 12 runs at the desert cave. and nothing. Not a single drop in there. I waited around to see if something would spawn while I was there, so everything's rendered in. I came back. I stayed in the game. I didn't log out. I logged out. I came back in. I kind of tried every version possible, and absolutely zero luck. Okay, I think we're here. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, the entrance to the cave. Now, what is going on with this lighting? Okay, the good news is we made it out. Now, I did go around and have a look at just a bunch of areas. There's nothing. There's no drops. It's just what it is. That's okay. Look, as long as the OSD drops keep coming and we have a chance to do those, that'll be good. Maybe a purple or red one we can try with a Giga. I don't want to lose it, but at this point, desperation calls for extreme measures, I think. Let's check for a Giga again. So if anyone's unfamiliar, which I'm sure you all know this already, but this area right here wraps around that side across the lake, but this area particularly is where you're going to see Gigas and Carchel spawn. Whoa! There you go. Okay, this is going to be a job for the Giga. This is not... Yeah, this ain't for me as a mere mortal on my mana. And the Giga is going to take a beating, so... But the good news is something spawned. This, I cannot tell you how many off-camera hours I spent trying to get this to happen. It's unbelievable. But we shall see. Oh, I have a bit of a health drop on this dude anyway. And he's got that bleed attack, so let's see. Oh, he's doing damage. He's doing damage, that's for sure. Damn. That is tough. That is a lot of damage. I tell you what, though. Oh. Oh, I thought I was going to say, if that's a Giga, hell yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do. I did breed up a new Snow Owl and pumped all the points that it had available into Stam, and I've got some more. So now we have a ridiculous healer that doesn't need to stop every 5 seconds. So let's see what we can do. We're on 9,000 health. Just going to keep an eye on everything else here. See what happens before our stamina drops and how much we can get out of this. Because it has been a real nuisance to try and get these guys healed up. Everyone says use Daedons. I don't like him. I don't think the passive healing is very good, and it requires so much constant food run energy that I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see. Okay, so it looks like we're over 2k just from this one heal, which I think is pretty good. 2.5k. That's pretty remarkable. I know it needs food normally, but we're still good. Yeah, 2.5k is not bad at all. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm going to sit here and heal this dude up and get him at least close to like 18k, I'd hope, because if I bump into another thing, I'm going to have to fight and I don't want to die. You know how it goes. Catch up with you soon. Okay, let's see if we can get full health here. It's getting close. It's getting close. Boom, we did it. Okay, let's put this guy back. Really good investment, and still more levels to come, so I'm not mad at all. Oh, I did find a like a max level RG. Haven't bred it or anything, but that's the RG I have on me. I think I've mentioned that in a previous episode. Not entirely sure, but let's walk around on this guy just in case there's something nasty waiting around the corner. Yeah, I found the RG right over here, actually. It was there was a 135 and a 150. Got the 150. Very, very happy about that, of course. And it just means that I still haven't leveled it up fully, but it just means that I'm going to be able to carry a lot more with the Anki. And speaking of another issue, not that we are short of them this episode or this playthrough, but we have I've linked the storage box down in the sunken forest and then one to my house. I went and put a generator there. Well, the problem with that is no new resources have spawned, even though I've put the storage significantly away from where the resources were spawning. So I had a couple goes at it. We'll give it more time just to be sure before we complain too heavily, but it seems like that's another issue. There's a lot I'm sure that I can maybe tweak things my side and see if that helps and works, but... Oh, no. There you go. Good. Also believe that Gigas and Karchars and everything else don't share a spawn point with anything else. So basically you got to kill everything to give them a fair shot. So that's what I've been doing as well. Oh, no. Absolutely not. I do not want any part of that. But I will come over here. I do find it quite funny how when you kill a Rex, if it was like about to start roaring, God, speech impediment, here we come. Or if it was midway through a roar, then it still continues even though it's dead, which is kind of funny. Is that a OSD sound I hear? No. I don't know what the order of difficulty is. I don't know if it's like red is the most intense and purple closest second. But I haven't done any of those for obvious reasons. Also, these Dreadnoughters, like, they're not that hard to kill if you have a mana. You can get out the way, but don't try and attack it with a Giga. It'll dismount you and kill you, like, basically instantly, which is kind of crazy. And I don't know how to tame them. I have no clue. I do want one. And I saw one floating around the map that was level 100. And I was like, that's good enough for me. But until I know how to tame it, there's no point in... I'm going to assume it's not a knockout. Because all the new dinos that were added for a long while now have got pretty unique taming methods. Which is a nice touch. It's nice to have a different challenge when taming a dino. I do think that's pretty cool. Are you maxed out, or do you... No, you're not. So next point, I'm not going to go into stam anymore. I think I'm going to keep going into melee with this guy. He just needs it. Ooh, 120 bronze. Oof. That is... For berries? For health potions and everything else? Or medical brews, as they're called? Hell yeah. So let's... Well, let's get rid of these guys. Then I need you on passive. I actually also need you on passive in case I lose you. What? Health and then all weights, because you like multiply stuff or something? I don't know. There's something that happens. Halves the weight or whatever it does. We have 44 tranks and I have not used this gun yet for this purpose. So let's see. See how much torpor 1 does. Not bad. Whoa. Okay. This is going to take a while. But it's worth it because a 120 Bronto, just to get berries, which we will need for kibble and everything else, is going to be fire. Don't you pretend you're running away. I know you're not. I know you're in torpor running. I can see you, you know. Oh, no. Go, 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 go. Gotcha. Cool. You're welcome. Let's back up here. Is a safe place, I think. Let's get these back out. I do have my... I found one of these bows as well. I haven't used it, so figured now's a good time. It's the highest level percentage of damage I have on a bow or crossbow. And I see it does take trank arrows, so that's good. Oh my god. Missed. Oh. I think I hit him after the fact. I definitely think I hit him after, which is annoying. But it isn't the end of the world. Let's go ahead and collect a bunch of berries by hand. These bushes are actually pretty useful. Initially, I didn't know that they would give me berries, but they do. That's pretty cool. And I don't have any kibble yet. So I need to get a whole little station in place and things like that. Unless one of the ones that I've installed from Bob's Tales does that, and I just don't know. I'll have a look. There's a lot that I need to figure out, including the companions. Now, I ran into an armor doggo that I shot just for fun with some tranks, and it just went into the ground. I was like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do here? So if you have any tips on that one, let me know. I quite like the idea of crafting some more companion stuff and things like that, so let me know what I should be doing, what I should be looking out for there. If maybe I should be dropping them into a trap where there's I don't know, like a floor. Is that a thing? I think let's do 20 berries is going to be enough. 20 halle berries. Okay, that should do it. That should do it. There you go. Let's get rid of all this. I have a thing. I don't like this being too cluttered, and I carry so much damn stuff anyway. I'm sure people are like, what are you doing? As I mentioned in the beginning, slightly boosted rates because I'm on single player, so why the hell not? Let's put that on you and see. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, huh? So that was 3 berries got him to 10% or 4. So we're gonna need a lot more than that. And you can see taming effectiveness is 97, which means I did hit him afterwards. I should have been 100 to start with. Frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. Wait, don't I have an Anki that can do this for me? Or a bear? Doesn't a bear get berries? Am I being dumb? Yep. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. So everyone who was shouting at your screen that I had someone in my pocket that could do this job for me, I'm so sorry. Thank you for bearing with. I apologize. Oh, that is embarrassing to say the least. And actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna get some more narco berries. Okay, we're about to tame up here. Boom! You love to see it. What levels you got? You got a friend and me. 32 into weight is good. That's where you want your stats. Health as well, 39, not bad. Okay. I will take you, we'll make a saddle for you. And then just one more thing before I go. I want to show you what I'm talking about here with the spawn. So if I go into the map, the Dino Finder is what you can see over there. It's this bit over here. So this is your normal map. You open it up over here. And you can see if I put Giga, and even if I refresh this, there's 22 corrupted Gigas, which makes no sense at all that there's 22 of those that you can't tame that are hidden in one little corner of the map and 0 Gigas you can tame. If I come here and type car chart, you'll see there's 0 because there was the one that spawned and is now gone. So that sits there for a little bit. And I'm looking at levels 1 to 150, which is the max on the server. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure where to go from here. I'm trying my best not to spawn in a wild giga that I can then tame, because if you do that, and again, I'm happy to have done it for the game screwing me the way it did, but if you do that for the next one, without a legitimate reason, and we may have one here, then you have to go, okay, well, what level am I going to spawn in? Am I going to spawn in a low level and then just use hours trying to breed up the stats? Or I'm going to spawn in a high level, and is that cheating? Like, it becomes a whole thing. But I'm not a professional Ark player. I don't even know if that's a thing, for God's sakes. But I want to move this along in a way that's fun for me and fun for everybody else. So I'll give it a think. Oh, Jesus. Okay, calm down, everybody. Okay. Can you jump? Can you jump? Come on, one jump. We're right there. We're right there. Oh, you're not dead yet. Hey. Hey. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll give it a think and I'll have a look. I'll go and collect this piece of trash from the mesh and try and use it. I don't really care anymore at this point. A lot of resources down the drain. And I'll make sure I keep up with the gacha drops and explore a little bit more into what Bob's Tale can offer. But I'm happy with what we're doing. I need to make some decisions in terms of how much help we're going to allow ourselves, because at this point, it isn't fun to move forward. And as much as I love the grind and the playing of it, when you're forming content and you're doing it with the purpose of progressing and hopefully beating the game, or trying to, it becomes a lot more frustrating for myself, and I'm sure for the people watching. So I'll give it a think and I'll update you on the next episode. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you then. Peace.